Hare Krishna, devotees, welcome to Sloka Day. Today Sloka number 13 of chapter 15. Gama Vishyacha Bhutani
Gama Vishyacha Bhutani
Dharayamyaham Ojasa
Dharayamyaham Ojasa
Ushnami Chaushadhi Sarva
Ushnami Shauchadhi Sarva
Somo Bhutva Rasatmakaha.
Somo Bhutva Rasatmakaha.
Meaning, translation and purport by His Divine Grace, Srila A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Prabhupada, Srila Prabhupada Ki Jai. Gam,
Gam,
the planets. Avishya,
Avishya,
entering.
Cha,
also. Bhutani, living entities. Dharayami, sustain. Aham, I. Ojasa, by my energy. Pushnami, nourishing. Cha, and. Aushadhihi, vegetables. Sarvaha, all. Somaha, the moon. Bhutva, becoming. Rasa Atmakaha, supplying the juice. Translation: I enter into each planet, and by my energy they stay in orbit. I become the moon, and thereby supply the juice of life to all vegetables. So Prabhupada states in the purport, it is understood that all the planets are floating in the air only by the energy of the Lord. The Lord enters into every atom, every planet, and every living being. That is discussed in the Brahma Samhita. It is said there that one plenary portion of the Supreme Personality of Godhead, Paramatma, enters into the planets, the universe, the living entity, and even into the atom. So a portion of Lord Krishna is Karanodakshai Vishnu, Garbhodakshai Vishnu, and Ksherodakshai Vishnu. So Garbhodakshai Vishnu is seen as the super soul of each universe. So every Brahmanda has a Garbhodakshai Vishnu. And then when the Jivatmas are inside those multiple planets within that single Brahmanda, then Ksherodakshai Vishnu enters every Jivatma as a super soul. So whenever Lord Brahma is praying to the Lord and asking him to intervene or help, actually Lord Brahma is praying to Ksherodakshai Vishnu. But Brahma himself is seated on the lotus on top of Garbhodakshai Vishnu. But when he prays to Ksherodakshai Vishnu. So due to his entrance, everything is appropriately manifested. When the spirit soul is there, a living man can float on the water. But when the living spark is out of the body and the body is dead, the body sinks. Of course, when it is decomposed, it floats just like straw and other things. But as soon as the man is dead, he at once sinks in the water. Similarly, all these planets are floating in space, and this is due to the entrance of the supreme energy of the Supreme Personality of Godhead. Just like without the soul, there cannot be growth and there cannot be consciousness. Without the super soul entering every universe, there will be no life. There will be no movement. His energy is sustaining each planet just like a handful of dust. If someone holds a handful of dust There is no possibility of the dust's falling. But if one throws it in the air, it will fall down. Similarly, these planets which are floating in the air are actually held in the fist of the universal form of the Supreme Lord. By his strength and energy, all moving and non moving things stay in their place. It is said in the Vedic hymns that because of the Supreme Personality of Godhead, the sun is shining and the planets are steadily moving. Were it not for him, all the planets would scatter like dust in air and perish. Similarly, it is due to the Supreme Personality of Godhead that the moon nourishes all vegetables. Due to the moon's influence, the vegetables become delicious. Without the moonshine, the vegetables can neither grow nor taste succulent. Human society is working, living comfortably, and enjoying food due to the supply from the Supreme Lord. Otherwise, mankind could not survive. The word rasatmakaha is very significant. Everything becomes palatable by the agency of the Supreme Lord through the influence of the moon. So, again, in addition to the Lord talking about so many of his opulences in chapter 10, the Lord is repeating those same themes here in chapter 15. That without the Lord's presence, nothing can exist. Nothing can function without the Lord's presence, whether it is matter or whether it is spirit. So the Lord influences both matter and spirit all over the cosmos. So that is the understanding of this shloka, that the Lord has entered everything and is everywhere. And because of that, the cosmos is going on.
If you like our videos, please subscribe to our channel and turn on the bell notification. If you'd like to join our classes every day, please check the details in the description section of this video. We look forward to serving you.